In 1995, a fictional 90s teenager loaded a desktop program called Dress Me and watched it automatically match her separates to build the perfect outfit. That vintage interface sparked a specific fantasy. For 30 years, fashion and tech companies have chased the code required to bring that retro-futuristic promise into the real world. We have supercomputers in our pockets, yet a history of failed hardware and broken apps litters the path to the digital closet. The math to make it work has existed for years. However, every previous attempt crashed into a single, immovable barrier: the threshold of human patience. You can go into any app store right now and download third-party virtual closet trackers like Index, Wearing, or Stylebook. These platforms rely on a high-friction setup. To make the database work, the user must manually photograph, crop, and log every single item they own. On top of that tedious labor, most of these platforms lock basic features like mood boards or social sharing behind in-app purchases and flat subscription fees. Even with immense corporate capital, tech giants struggled to force a solution. In 2017, Amazon launched the Echo Look, a $200 piece of hardware designed to automate style. It required users to stand 5 feet away from a specialized camera and physically model their outfits every single day so an algorithm could judge the look. Sending daily full-body photos to Amazon servers created a massive privacy compromise, especially since those images were actually reviewed by human fashion specialists. The market pushed back. Amazon discontinued the device and permanently bricked all existing Echo Look units by 2020. For decades, building a virtual closet required an unacceptable cost in money, privacy, or hours of manual labor. Slight pause. Google Photos' upcoming wardrobe feature represents the first viable solution to this problem. Google completely bypassed the massive friction issue by realizing that the data they needed to build this already existed. Instead of forcing users to take new photos of their clothes, the software leverages the existing images in their camera roll. The AI scans years of casual photos to identify what the user is wearing, even in candid shots with difficult lighting or layered garments. It handles the heavy lifting automatically, isolating and extracting individual items directly from the backgrounds of those old pictures. By making the data collection passive, Google turned a tedious weekend chore into an invisible, automated process. Once it extracts the clothing, the software sorts the items into a browsable database of tops, bottoms, and accessories. The interface allows users to seamlessly mix and match these digital versions of their actual clothes. The system finally delivers the core payoff, a try-it-on button that renders the composite outfit directly onto a digital image of the user. Users can then save these looks for the future, share them with friends for feedback, or generate personalized mood boards. This combination of automated extraction and instant visualization finally achieves the frictionless experience promised in the 90s. Compared to the tech graveyard of the past 30 years, this tool is notably accessible. It is entirely free, since it is integrated directly into the Google Photos ecosystem. Users don't need to buy new hardware or download third-party tools. The rollout begins this summer on Android devices before expanding to iOS platforms. Google's advantage stems from the scale of its existing photo ecosystem. By leveraging the visual data people already store in their accounts, they bypassed the manual hurdles that stalled every previous competitor. Futuristic technologies seen in movies rarely survive in the real consumer market, even when the underlying math is sound. A product's survival relies heavily on its user experience design, far more than its raw processing power. By removing the human labor from the equation, machine learning finally allowed the actual technology to catch up to the fantasy. The legendary digital closet was always possible. The data to build it had just been sitting quietly in our pockets all along.